Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, yo?
Hey, yo, man, what you do last night, G?
Yo, man, I ain't do nothing but watch a bunch of boring reruns.
Reruns, man, you gotta check out RCTV Channel 15, man.
Channel 15?
Yeah, man, they got a variety of shows for everybody's interest.
Check it out.
Rochester, keep it on the real. I'm your host, Davy. I want to welcome you on this, our first show, and check it out how we blowing up. We are at
118, Illtown, New Jersey, with the Rottin Rascals. What up, Rochester? Thanks to Davy and Keep It On The Real for coming down to Jersey, where it's raw at, and checking us out straight up in the hood. Word up, good looking.
You know what I'm saying? Good looking to you, man, for showing that love, you know what I'm saying? Letting us in your little cornerstone, you know what I'm saying? I got the Diesel MC, I got DJ Chap, you know what I'm saying? What's up? And I got
Fierce Angry One fam right here.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't go nowhere, Rochester. We'll be right back. Keep it on the real. Your host, Davy. I'm in Orange, New Jersey. And this man sitting to my right, I'm sure all you hip-hop fans out there know what I'm talking about. He needs no introduction. This is KG from Naughty by Nature. Welcome on the show, KG.
What's up? Peace. KG.
Tell me a little bit about how the label got started and when did you roll with it and stuff like that.
Well, basically, you know, when we first came out, you know, back in the days, we always wanted to put together, you know, our own merchandise, as well as venture out into different companies. And, you know, we finally got Naughty Gear, you know, our merchandise and our retail store up and running. And, you know, Illtown Records was another branch, you know, that we always had in mind and we wanted to get up and running. And, you know, I've been trying to put together, you know, starting from a production deal and just doing outside production at first. And then, you know, I finally got with Motown and, you know, landed a deal, you know, which started out as a, you know, a basic production deal. And, you know, we grew it into, you know, a full-fledged label, you know, once I got in touch with Charm Warren, who runs the label, who's the president of Illtown Records. And, you know, now, Janae was our first release. And the album pronounced Janae is over gold, close to platinum. And our second release is Rottin Rascal, and we got a couple of future releases coming up. You know, a group called the Road Dolls, Cruddy Click. We got a couple of R&B projects coming out, a group called Format, a female called Vivian. So, you know, you can definitely expect the flavor from Illtown, 95 through year 2000.
That's right, always a flavor with Naughty by Nature. What's it been like for Naughty by Nature, you know? What was it like coming up?
I mean, we've been through, you know, the cruddiest, you know, situations that you can possibly go through. You know, we got, you know, the whole situation of, you know, coming out under a different name, not knowing what direction we want to go in, you know, being signed by, you know, a label that had no intentions on doing promotion on us, just a whole big scam. You know, and it started off, you know, a long, hard journey. I mean, and we just never gave up. And if it wasn't for the hometown support of Illtown, you know, we probably would have gave up. But, you know, being that they stood behind us and we didn't sell no records on our first album out, you know, we kind of pursued it. We were like, well, dang, you know, everybody around here is behind us and they're telling us that we got a little something going. Then maybe we do, just, you know, we just didn't get the support. So we decided, you know, to branch out and, you know, make some moves and get into the political side, because back then we didn't understand the political side of it. So once we got, you know, started understanding the politics that was going on, we got with Queen Latifah and them, and we got a new deal, and, you know, we structured, you know, what we had today as Naughty by Nature, and, you know, we came back out. And that's why we basically named our record label Illtown, because of the support that Illtown gave us back in our struggling days.
Could I take you now a little bit to Naughty by Nature? and get a little into that. What's coming up? What things are happening?
Well, we got a new album coming out. I don't, exactly know the release date of it, but I mean, it should be hitting you soon. And the album is called Poverty's Paradise, and our first single, which you should be seeing out there now or hearing out there now, is called The Craziest. And we giving shout outs to all the, to everybody all across the country, just asking who's the craziest.
Now, right now, I'm going over here to my immediate left, and I got no other than
Chap Dog, what's up?
DJ Chap Dog from the Rottin Rascals. So, tell me what's up with the group, man. Tell me your own little take on it.
Well, I'm glad we here, We try to look for longevity.
Let me skip to this man right here. He lounging on the floor right here. What's up, man?
What's up? You got...
Tell the people what's up with you. Who you?
I'm fan from the Rottin Rascals, cooling right here on the little show for y'all. It's all for y'all. I hope y'all can get with the Rascals and what we got coming out there to y'all. Oh, yeah, and the album Rottin to the Core,
Now, fam, I want you to tell the public out there back in Rochester, you know what I'm saying? We got a little flavor for them with this little outing here because I don't know if you guys remember, but you got to because these brothers got flavor, you know what I'm saying, with the Oh Yeah tracks out and everything. You was in Rochester not that long ago, a few months, right?
Yep, most definitely out there. And I came through there, I came through there before I came out there with Naughty and came through there with Jeanette and everything. So, I've been to Rochester a few times and ain't nothing but love out there.
Right. And we ain't got nothing love for this group because, you see, we collaborated on this. We came up with this, We in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to bring it to you. And I like how my man say it. What do you say for the people? It's really for you?
It's all for you. It's all for you.
And it was on Keep It on the Real. Now, let's roll a little bit with the group, you know what I'm saying, how things going. I know the album is out there, you know what I'm saying, not long ago, only about a couple weeks, and it's in stores. So just tell us basically a little overall about what people can look for in the album, what tracks to look for, stuff like that.
They could look for cuts like cut called Batter Up. It's featuring like upcoming artists that's gonna be on Illtown Records also. Groups like Cruddy Click, Road Dogs, the GRZs, Gutter Rats. And and you got songs like Frustration, everybody can get with that because everybody go through frustration, during one point in time in their life. You got cuts like Life of a Bastard, people out there without fathers, structures and everything could get with that. And we got the whole Rottin to the Core album thing just out there for y'all, to get with. Hopefully you can, and give us that support and we'll appreciate it.
And these brothers definitely deserve the support because, you know what I'm saying, they paid their dues, and they just trying to go for theirs now, And they got some skills, too, some nice beats, and y'all really need to check it out. Now, the album, Rottin to the Core, in stores already, so I really need to get on that on Illtown Records. And y'all remember the single on that, Oh Yeah, and it's nothing but funk, it's all that, So right now, I'm going to go here a little bit to Diesel MC.
Chillin', how you feel? What's going on? Double I and all that.
So what's up, Diesel? What's coming up? What do you see, the group going? Obviously, y'all guys got it correct with the single was out. Now the album's out in stores, so now things are definitely going for you. Where do you see things going, and how do you feel,
Well, it feel good, you know what I'm saying, because we work hard, and hopefully we'll see the best that show business has to offer, and maintain our focus and keep on trying to push out the good music and all, That's mainly what I'm focusing on, Just keep pumping out the good stuff that people want to hear.
How's been the flavor out here, especially, the support? We heard KG before say how people was, behind it all the way with the Naughty's projects and everything like that. How is it personally with you? How's the vibe with the people, the youth out in East Orange? All over.
There ain't nothing but love. They got the most support for us, and we thankful for that, to have our city behind us, backing us 100%, because that make us want to give more and bring it back home to them. So we just trying to represent to the fullest, as they say.
I think for now we're going to wrap things up here, and I want to thank these fellas especially, man, especially Charm, president of the label, and KG, the founder, for just letting Keep It on the Real, just get in here and just, giving us love, because they just let us in the house, let us in the, just gave us a little insight, to what's going on. And where we at? We in the
Boogie Land, the lab, baby. Letting you pick at our brains.
Boogie Lab, picking the brains. So, anything to say out there to Rochester?
Yeah, we appreciate the support. We'll be seeing you at a venue soon. Be looking out for the Rascals, Rottin to the Core, Poverty's Paradise Tour.
So you heard it on Keep It On The Real. Peace out.
We don't have that much time to really fuck with you. Oh, even though we love you, you know we don't have that much time to really fuck with you. Fuck with you.
I be cutting the fuck up and down, south to side, all around, all the time, often now with a raw sound. Who's the man? Damn fam can jam, rush, rumble, ram, slam, and kick it to a
Stop the presses, hold up, stop the damn presses. I'm next up to flex, mic checks to address this feeling. I got a feeling, adrenaline got me trembling. I got the style, can't hold it back 'cause I'm too damn wild.
Oh hell no, a rugged road rebel flow. Hell yeah, you know, same brother Scarface, braided afro, outlaw riding Rascals.
Guess who? The hooligan you hate to see. Yesterday was in your face, but now I'm in your TV. The same nigga from the bricks, fighting clicks for kicks. I don't care, and really don't give a damn. Smack you up and pass it to my swinger fan.
You know we don't.
One time.
You're gonna walk big time, pal. You're doing it.
What's the problem, officer? I ain't be did nothing. You on my back sweating me like I'm some kid frontin'. I'm trying to do my thing and go with Illtown saying. Double I's the thing, if you know what I mean. What you do for a living, boy? I mean, I rock, not selling coke on the block. I had to stop. What's your name, fam? Damn, yo, put a mic in my hand. This is good as grand. I make you understand who I am, what I stand for, and what it's worth to see my light flash in front of your face and think it's cursed.
I'm the soldier rarely seen from the block of 118. I'm a fanatic, can't help being a hip-hop fiend. Embedded in my insides before I did my nine. At birth the world knew I was one of a kind. It's all about the music, that's all I know. That's all I heard growing up in the yo. But yo, let's not dabble in the past. I look at what the future got in store, so I gotta watch my ass. Can my music be the savior of my race? 'Cause you see reality written on my face. Just a taste of my flavor make you savor for more. Go from city to city, I'll check you out on the tour.
Is you with me? Oh yeah, we holding fort, we ain't going nowhere. Is you with me? Oh yeah, we holding fort, we ain't going nowhere. I got many, concepts that's much in clutch, grab money. I'm nuts like these nuts, I got the touch. I take my time when I do mine, it's done when I do mine. For fun when I do mine, it's mine, all mine. The rhyme and the rhythm, I get it from the mind and put it in the body and soul, and then I roll. Stepping on my soul, I got total control.
Hold up, boy, you ready? Here it comes. Feel the bass from the drums as I expand. Lyrics from my lungs, I run lyrics so rapid to catch it, you need to see. It's me from 1943 to Diesel MC.
Is you with me? Oh yeah, we holding fort, we ain't going nowhere. Is you with me? Oh yeah, we holding fort, we ain't going nowhere. I said hello, everybody. I said hello. I'm from ill to the town, to the town, to the town. I put the pedal to the metal and just gas on up. Keep a lip in my strut when I walk stalking months. Tell you what, tell me what's really going on. Everything's the same everywhere I go. Come on, go on. So forth and so on. I throw on a brand new style while I freestyle me and Love Child. Reeking, what is it I'm seeking? I'm always a little tipsy. Ripsy is how I get busy.
Influencing your choice of your listening pleasure. Lyrics are more than a treasure on wax to remain forever. Clever in my ways, I amaze audiences from the stage. Build up anger, releasing physical rage. Once the spotlight shines, you captivated your mind. Eye contact sending chills up on the spine. This is my place of business where I'm most relaxed. So many crews stepped up and them fools collapsed.
Is you with me? Oh yeah, we holding fort, we ain't going nowhere. Is you with me? Oh yeah, we
Illtown, slow.
Yo, this Diesel MC of the Rottin Rascals representing Illtown, you know what I'm saying? On Keep It Real, on the rail, keep it on the rail. Nobody you know.
We back here with Treach from Naughty by Nature. Got my man in the house, you know what I'm saying? What street? Tell the people what's up with the hood.
This 18th right here, you in Illtown. First thing, don't stop at no lights. Go through all of them. Carjack capital.
Now, Treach, I done seen you, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida myself. I seen you in spring break. I like one thing, you know what I'm saying? You said it a lot. If you ain't never been
to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto, because you wouldn't understand the ghetto. To stay the fuck out of the ghetto. Word up. If you ain't rolling with the connections in the fort, you better stay out of here, because you won't win.
And I see a little something gleaming. I see just a little something, man. Give the people, is that what I think it is, man? Could you, turn around it?
This for my boo. You know what I'm saying? So it's smaller and tighter. You know, but it still represents the same thing. We got the big boys still in the house. This for now, chain remains. All my niggas locked down. Mook Daddy, word up, Lil Stee, all my homies. Gutter, Pedro, P-Funk, Jungle. It goes on, the list goes on, from Bordentown to Rikers Island, Trenton State Rawway, Sleep Dog, the whole Lifers group. Word up, the chain remains.
Treach, check it out, man. When we got on the street, first thing I saw was the white Benz. We already got that one on film. What's this baby, man? What's up? How many of these you got lying around, man? What's up? Tell me a little something about this.
That's my firstborn over there, the White Shadow. And this is my second kid right here, the Midnight Marauder. So, you know, just go in line. It's a family thing here.
Now, Treach, one thing real quick. Earlier, I asked KG in the studio, you know what I'm saying, the lab, the boogie lab, how they call it. People see the finished product, you know what I'm saying? It was hard work. You know, a lot of people want things overnight. I want you to just go, you know, a few seconds into that, how it was. Because people seeing this, they saying, wow, they up there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what was before that? What was behind that?
Man, these bricks right here, these streets, you know what I'm saying? It was like, if you out there trying to make a record just to come out and get paid, you know what I'm saying, and think it's going to be all overnight, it ain't even like that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people to this day come up to us and be like, all right, y'all got this, that, and the other, so when y'all going to get a real job? This is a job. This ain't 9 to 5. This is a 9 to 9. This is a 24-hour job. You always on call. You got to be prepared, and you got to go into it with a mentality like you're a businessman, because if you go up in there and you scared of people you got to work with or who promoting your shows or doing this and that and the other for you, they ain't going to want to book you. You know what I'm saying? They going to feel like it's going to be some type of problems or it's going to be a threat. So you got to come into this with a whole business mentality, and you ain't just going to get nothing overnight. You know what I'm saying? This is a constant thing, a constant job. You got to stay at it, and you got to constantly flip your loot, just like if you was on the street. You can't just have what's in your pocket and think you're going to maintain off of that. You got to constantly do different ventures so that you can build up your foundation.
I like one thing about you know what I'm saying? And I hope more people are like that. Look where you at now. Exactly. You back where everything started, right? You keep in touch, you know what I'm saying?
That's where it is, you know what I'm saying? You got to take one step at a time. And when you come up and make it somewhere, you got to realize that if you don't be that forefront and that foot that help your homies through the door, then they won't have it, and it'll be harder for them to get through there. And, you know, it's like our whole thing is a family that stays together, get paid together. You know what I'm saying? We're about doing this for all. I don't feel right if I got money in my pocket and my homies there broke, you know? So I got to do something to make sure that they live a life just like I'm living it. Or it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I don't get no pleasure out of that.
That's good, because I went into with KG into that a little bit about hometown support, you know what I'm saying? Because from my personal experience, sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, different places in Rochester and stuff, a lot of people don't want to support, you know what I'm saying, a local act or something, but it's got to be there. You know, the love's got to be there if anything's going to go right?
It got to be there for everything, like the local, you know what I'm saying, video shows and television programs. And we just was like, fuck that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't doing nothing but Arsenio or this or that and the other, then, you know what I'm saying, the local programs will miss out, and they won't have the true essence when they are really supporting it the most, you know what I'm saying, and showing the true form of the art 24/7. So we got to come back and get back to any type of, you know what I'm saying, outlet that's going to represent us as a whole and represent hip-hop to the fullest.
All right, now we're going to wrap things up now, and from
Illtown.
you know, with my man Treach from Naughty by Nature. And I want to thank you, man, you know what I'm saying, for giving me the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And
we'll be right back at
and you promised me a little something earlier when you in Rochester, you know what I'm saying, you're going to look me up and look up the show, you know what I'm saying?
Straight through there, and you will see this show right here at our next show. You know what I'm saying? Back there getting a down low on everything that's going on with Naughty. We'll be right at you, Rochester. One love. And Rochester is like one of the livest spots we done been to through our tours, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely be back there with the noise, bringing the noise.
What's going on, people in Rochester? How you feel?
Y'all already know him. This is Diesel. Y'all already know the man is Diesel MC, Rottin Rascals, and we cooling on 118. What's up, man?
Chilling on the block, made it to the block. Right. Word up, checking out my man Wizills.
Rochester here for a little weekend. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I love Rochester. You know, we came up there and got love from your people, so now we gonna return the favor, you know.
And I know the people right now cooling, probably in the homes, you know, watching, saying, look at this, you know what I'm saying? We bring it all for you. Like my man said.
Look, if you turn around, it's really all for you. Y'all might remember this house from Ghetto Bastard. This was the house in Ghetto Bastard. And in a lot of other videos, you know, this is the headquarters right here, 118th Street.
Like you said, this house was on Ghetto Bastard, the video. Y'all probably remember that from peeping the video. Hold on, look on the porch. Hold up. I like this today because he letting it all hang out. When he came to Rochester, he was a little, you know, collected, had little braids going on. But I like my man today because he's just letting it be, you know. He's just keeping it real. You know, that's what he's doing. What's up, baby?
What's up, Rochester? How y'all feel out there? Y'all cooling right here at the headquarters, 118 with Double I Rest at, you know. Got my man Treach down the block. On 18, got us right here, filling up this house right here, 20 North 18th Street. So, you know, it's on like that.
But tell me what's up, though. What's up with this house?
Oh, this house is like the essence of all of it. You know, the whole scenario behind.
You know what I'm saying? Go back.
That's right. This the original Boogie Land. You know, KG used to live on the 3rd floor. That's where I rest at now, on the 3rd floor. So it all go back to the first lab, before the lab that we was in with KG today. That was the original lab. We call that the tree house now, because that's where I stay. You know, the Rascals Foundation is the tree house. You know, so that's the tree house now, the 3rd floor right here. This whole block is the essence of all our music and everything. You know, it describes just us, point blank period, the rotten atmosphere. You got 3 abandoned houses staring at you right in your face. You got 1 right there, you got 2 right there, and you got the houses all written on, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that.
I'm here with my man. What's your name?
My friend's call me Jocko.
Jocko?
Yeah.
What you got to tell me about these brothers? Got love for them?
Oh, yeah. These guys here, my homeboys. Every one of these here guys, all my homeboys. Tony Bottles, me, Jack, I got to get my 40-ounce boys on them. Double I like this, all of them. These are my homeboys. Tony Bottles, Tony fuck with me. You got to fuck with these here niggas right over here.
Yo, what's up? You cooling right here on Keep It Real Video with the Rottin Rascals. Cooling right here with our homeboys, the Little BGs, and the GRZs, the gutter rats from the block of 118. Let them know who you are.
Yeah, this Massacre, you know what I'm saying, representing Double I, you know, with gutter rats.
That's right. Let them know who you are.
This Rufus representing NAG, motherfucker. NAG, fuck that.
It's Red Devil representing NAG, Double I, chillin' with the gutter rats, motherfucker.
That's right, nigga.
Yo, this nigga Hell in here representing GRZs and NAGs, nigga.
Nigga Scrap.
This nigga Scrappy right here representing GRZs to the fullest, nigga. 114 down the hill, Illtown, nigga.
That's
Double
right.
Y.
Got one of the BGs right here. Got one of the BGs.
We got Devious here in effect representing Born Gangsters and GRZs in the house. Born and raised on 118, Double I, nigga.
That's how we doing it in Illtown. We got all the little niggas involved, you know, putting them down, letting them know how it is, trying to train them, come up, do right and everything, and let them know that this a business going on here. It ain't nothing for playing or nothing like that. It's strictly business, nothing personal, nothing like that. We doing it like this. The headquarters, 118, Rottin Rascals, Coolin', Chap Dog in the back, Diesel fam, Gutter Rats, that's right.
And I'm here with Pookie, the manager for
Rottin Rascals.
What's up, Pookie? What could you tell me real quick about these fellas?
Rottin Rascals is like the first group from the Illtown clique as far as on the hip-hop tip, and they just got crazy flavor. We've been bringing them up for like the last 3 years. They've been on every Naughty album. Now it's their time, and they ready to shine. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's their time to go out there, you know what I'm saying? So real, briefly into your work, you know what I'm saying? Where do you stand as far as, you know what I'm saying, doing the work with the group, and what type of things do you set up and stuff like that?
Oh, well, what I do basically is like set up all the shows, get everything straight, work with Charm, as you know, that runs Illtown. We just pretty much trying to kick it from the street level right now, you know? Just get everything underground, video shows like this one here, do some retail, go through. The record just came in the stores. So now we're getting ready to start trying to hook up some type of tour, something that we can do. And until Naughty is ready to go out, then we're going to roll together.
So I'm hitting Rochester.
You took the words out my mouth. I know you ain't going to skip my city then, right? You going to show love?
Definitely coming through Rochester. Every time you come there, blow the spot up. The fans is incredible there.
Well, I appreciate it, you know. Any help that you was instrumental in helping or whatever, and Charm, and you already know out there, you know. We wanted to do it correct the first time. Yo, what could you ask for? Fat show, blowing up with this? I don't think too many shows can get with that. Fellas?
118, double R. Rottin Rascals.
I want to put a little, you know what I'm saying, little clip in here because I got a feeling she kind of camera shy, you know. And I think who y'all know, I think y'all know who you want to talk to, you know what I'm saying? This is Charm, though. This the lady behind it, you know what I'm saying? Behind the management of Illtown Records. She'll say a little something for the show. Keep it on the real in Rochester, New York.
I don't know what to say. I don't have a lot to say, except I know that in the 9-5, the Rottin Rascals are going to blow up. Look out, y'all.
Is she going to be
Rochester, look out, because they will be what's happening in the 9-5. Rotten to the core.
Charm Warren,
and that they are rotten to the core.
President of Illtown right here, baby. Charm Warren.
I won't cross the street, but I might. Milela Hathaway, and if the groove is far from me, I catch a cat to Callaway. The wind blew, my Buddha went to blast, but Teddy was ready with his chair, so we rolled and he pinned the grass. Now on some 1947 shit, right? When Rottin Rascals know a jam was gonna come, we'll even Dolomite. 1, 2, 3, I'm up the back. Who's up his head? 1, 2, 3, I'm up the back. Who's up his bad news? 1, 2, 3, I'm up the back. Bad news, headache and bad news. That's hard to deal with.
Folks try to diss and get cracked like cashews. Here's a new credit collision, headache and bad news. Little fast, get the dick. My click is too thick. I'm living fine with my 9 on my motherfucking hip. Little cities get mashed out. Boy, don't ever try. Down the hill is where I chill. Representing double I. Clip, load up.
All right, people, keep it on the real, and we're here in Brooklyn, New York. Spike's Joint.
Word up, we wrapping it up at Spike's Joint in Brooklyn.
It's time to wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yo,
and
I want to keep it on the real. I want to thank my man Davy for coming out here, spending the day with the Rottin Rascals and giving the people in Rochester an inside look at us. You know what I'm saying? Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
And it's the show. It's the show to
Rochester.
And it's the show to check out, right?
Oh, is it the show to check out?
Now look at
Y'all don't know.
Now look at this. We come. We bring them stuff. You know, we care for them. We got love for them.
Realest Raws. They came all the way to our hood in New Jersey for y'all. For y'all to see how we chilling, you know what I'm saying?
You know? So listen, man, the same love goes here. I want to thank you, man, for everything, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for everything, and all I ask is that when you're in town, you look it up so we can keep bringing the people in Rochester flavor, you know?
No question.
Good luck with everything.
Much love, Rochester.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Keep it on the real.